Hello, hello. Welcome into my kitchen. Come on in. Welcome to a fresh and delicious season with Epicure. I am so excited to walk you through a family favorite, a new family favorite dinner of sheet pan tropical chicken with ramen steamed rice. Getting a meal on the table every night, let's face it, it can be a juggling act. With Epicure, that act becomes a bit more of an easy routine that is healthy, budget conscious, and ready in 20 minutes or less. That is our whole mission, and it's delicious, I promise. So tonight we're going to go through these quick to prep and hands-off cooking items that's going to give you some more flexibility and some more time. And this meal that we're making tonight will actually serve a family of 4 and cost less than $5 per serving. These recipes are straightforward and they don't use a lot of ingredients. They're made from pantry staples plus a few fresh things. And that is sort of the basis of Epicure. So thank you so much for joining me. Let's get going. So the first thing that we're going to do, we're going to make our rice. We've got a delicious ramen broth added into our collection of delicious broths. So this is an accessible way to make ramen at home. It's a great as a base for your other soups like chicken noodle, lentil, mushroom, vegetable. Try it even in a creamy tomato soup. It can make things better than takeout. Add your choice of noodles, pack it with vegetables. I added this to my turkey soup stock, and then I added ramen noodles right into it. It's fabulous. It is a fabulous way to use up leftovers. This blend is vegan, it's also low sodium, and it's also made without caramel color or MSG, which I know can be food triggers for a lot of people. So use it in so many different ways. Tonight we're going to be adding it into our rice, and 1 serving of this prepared broth. So a 1 cup serving is actually 550 milligrams of sodium. Store-bought broths, the ones that are in the Tetra Packs that are mostly flavored water, they average 780 milligrams. So while it's not considered a low or no sodium broth, it's definitely lower than any of those that are traditionally commercially available. And so this would be a great addition to your kitchen. So what I am going to do is I am going to use my handy dandy 4-in-1 spice spoon, and I'm going to add a heaping teaspoon to my rice. So I've got a cup of rice and 1 cup of water already in the multi-purpose steamer. And to this, I'm going to add 1 more cup of water. Now, if you don't already have this multi-purpose steamer, I am going to say put it on your wish list. Look into getting it as soon as you can. It will replace at least 1 pot and pan in your house. You can use it. I use this to cook pasta, grains, rice, veggies, mashed potatoes, soups, ground meat, a whole chicken, popcorn, cakes. There's so many things. This is my workhorse and I use it all the time. And it's got quick and easy cleanup because it is silicone. So what I am doing here is I'm putting the tray in instead of the lid. This will help prevent boilovers. And this is what I use whenever I'm cooking rice or grains. And I'm going to pop this in the microwave for 10 minutes. I'll be right back. There we go. That is on its way. Next up, we are going to move on to our delicious and tasty tropical pineapple chicken seasoning. It's low sodium, it's free from dairy. It is designed for a fast and easy prep, like set it up, throw it in the oven, forget about it until dinner is ready. It's a family-friendly flavor. It's a mild ginger and garlic with a little hint of coconut. There's only 6 ingredients for this recipe that we're pulling together tonight, but of course, feel free to customize however works for your family's preferences and food sensitivities and such. So we are going to go right ahead and put this in. I'm using our sheet pan with a sheet pan liner, which again makes cleanup a breeze because silicone it really cleans up easy. So what I've got in this bowl, I've got about 1 pound of chicken, chicken strips. You could use tofu, you could use fish, you could use pork. A cubed tenderloin pork would be delicious with this, or you can also use the chicken to this. I am going to add in 1 can of pineapples. I am going to add in 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. We're going to dice up a pepper here in a moment and an onion, but I've also got about 2 cups of sugar snap peas that are going right in. I've already rinsed them. And so I'm going to slice up this onion. The recipe calls for red onion. The grocery store didn't have any red onion. We're going to use this yellow onion. And we are going to dice up this bell pepper. Again, if you have people in your house who don't like pepper, or you have an abundance of veggies that you want to use up, this would be really good with broccoli. I can also see this being quite tasty with root vegetables. I'm just going to do these long. This is something I can see that would lend itself very well to doing it in a crock pot, like a dump bag, preparing it the night in advance, or even freezing it, depending on what veggies you're using. Of course, play around some cook a little bit differently. So we're going to toss that all together with our seasoning. They're grip and grabs, and I'm doing this right over the sheet pan because, yeah, it's a little messy. I miss doing in-home cooking demos. That way I could be telling people all about the products and the ingredients and everything while guests are doing this prep part. Multitasking of remembering all of the fun details and the talking points and the tasting notes of all of the products, remembering to say them while I'm actually doing the demo here, can get a little bit daunting. Takes me back to drama class in high school. All right, so spread this all out. So while we are going through this, I would love to know what kind of dinner dilemmas you have. First off, drop me an emoji if you're watching this demo. But secondly, if you've got a kitchen area that is particularly troublesome for you, maybe you only have, maybe there's a night a week that you've only got 30 minutes to make a dinner or no time to make a dinner, pop that in and we can troubleshoot together and see what we can come up with. So this here, all ready to go, all on a sheet pan. I'm going to pop it in the oven and then I'm going to leave it. So this is going to go in at a 425 oven. Going to go for about 16 minutes or until the chicken is cooked through. And while that is in the oven, we're going to move on to dessert because I like dessert, don't you? So we're going to go with a take on our citrus lime no-bake cheesecake mix. Normally, I would make this mix to make mini tarts or even a full 9-inch cheesecake. The freezer does all of the work. You prepare it and you toss it in the freezer to keep chill. Delicious. I love it. You can keep it simple. Use a store-bought graham cracker crust, or I like to take, where I'm gluten-free, I like to take like these Nilla wafers, for example, are really good. And I just throw them in the food processor and blend them up and then mix them with some coconut oil and press them into a pan. That's a really simple, easy crust. They're also really good as little mini cheesecakes. You can use muffin molds or the perfect petite pan and put a little bit of your crust in the base and then make this cheesecake and pour it over. Today we're going to make it sort of as little mini cheesecake dip. So what I'm going to do, what I've got here is I've got half a cup of cream cheese and I'm going to add this right into my bowl. And so I'm just going to give that a stir. See how that is just, I've softened it, let it come to room temperature so that it's going quite well. To this, I'm going to add 1 cup of plain yogurt. Give that a stir to combine. I am going to add half a package of our no-bake cheesecake seasoning. About half a cup. A bit more. That's a little bit. There we go. Give that a stir, and I can smell the lime already in the mix. But to really make that flavor pop, I am going to use the citrus press to squeeze in just a little bit of lime juice. And I'm going to save the rest of this lime to squeeze over the chicken when it comes out of the oven. So there we have a little dip. I could put this in the freezer if we wanted to have this chilled, or I'm just gonna dip my Nilla wafer right in it. It's so good. It's so good. The lime, which is bursting of flavor, absolutely fabulous. I'm super excited. So this is what it looks like. I'll incorporate it. Yeah, now I can talk. So I'm checking my time on the microwave. The rice still has 2.5 minutes. And dinner is done. As soon as our rice is done, our chicken is in the oven. That's going to take probably another 10 minutes. Dessert is ready. I'm going to make probably a side salad to go with it, although we've got a lot of veggies in the sheet pan. So really it is a one pan meal. And that's it. That is a new weeknight family favorite, raw to ready, less than 20 minutes, easy peasy. I would love to do something like this, customize a menu for you and your friends so we can learn some new recipes, we can save some time in the kitchen so we can solve the kitchen dilemmas that are out there. So please pop me a message. It is a delicious new season with Epicure, and I would love to share it all with you. Thank you so much for joining me. I will share in the comments. I will link to a picture of the completed meal, but it is smelling so good in here. I wish you could be here for real. Take care, have a wonderful evening, and I will see you next time.